4,500 years ago, humans built something so precise, so massive, and so aligned with the heavens that we're still in awe today. The Great Pyramid of Giza, the last surviving wonder of the ancient world. And at the center of its story stands one name, Khufu. Khufu ruled during Egypt's 4th dynasty, around 2580 BCE. He commanded one of the most powerful civilizations on Earth. Yet, almost nothing of him remains. No massive statues, no grand portraits, just a tiny ivory figure, only a few inches tall. Most pharaohs immortalized themselves in portraits. Khufu immortalized himself in geometry. Instead of carving his face into cliffs, he built a mountain. Some historians believe the Sphinx was made in his likeness, but the pyramid itself became his true monument. The Great Pyramid originally stood 481 feet tall. It was built from over 2.3 million stones, most weighing between 2 and 15 tons each. And the base is leveled with astonishing precision, within a fraction of an inch across 13 acres. Even by modern engineering standards, that level of precision is extraordinary. Here's something most people don't realize. What we see today is only the inner skeleton of the pyramid. It was covered in smooth white limestone casing stones, polished so brightly that the pyramid would have shone like a mirror in the desert. Some historians believe that the tip may have been gold or electrum, catching the first and last light of every day. Imagine the sunrise hitting a golden capstone atop a shining white mountain. The pyramid took roughly 20 years to complete. Over 2 million blocks every single day for 2 decades. For a long time, people assumed this was the work of forced laborers, but archaeology tells a very different story. Just south of the pyramid, archaeologists discovered an entire workers' village. These were skilled laborers. They ate beef, which was a luxury in ancient Egypt, and skeletons found there showed healing of broken bones, meaning workers received medical care. They weren't expendable, they were valued. These people were building something meant to last eternity. Ancient relief carvings show workers pulling massive statues on wooden sleds, and something fascinating appears in those images. Workers pouring water on the sand in front of them. In 2014, physicists led by Daniel Bond at the University of Amsterdam tested the theory. They discovered that slightly wet sand cuts friction nearly in half, which means the stones could be moved using far fewer workers. A simple technique, but an incredibly clever one. Inside the pyramid lies the king's chamber, carved from enormous blocks of granite. Even today, the chamber maintains a surprisingly stable internal temperature of about 68 degrees Fahrenheit. A quiet stone chamber designed to endure millennia. Within it sits a massive granite sarcophagus, and inside that sarcophagus, nothing. No mummy, no treasure, no gold. Perhaps it was robbed long ago, or perhaps it was always meant to be symbolic. Small shafts extend from deep within the pyramid, pointing towards specific stars in the ancient sky. One aligns with Orion's belt, associated with Osiris, the god of the afterlife. Another points towards Sirius, the brightest star in the sky, linked to rebirth and the flooding of the Nile. All aligned. Without a compass, without GPS, and without modern technology. Just careful astronomical observation and generations of accumulated knowledge of the night sky. Over time, the pyramid has inspired some extraordinary theories. Some claim it was built by aliens. Others say the pyramid could levitate using the Earth's magnetic field. But physics tells a different story. A stone weighing several tons would require energy far beyond anything produced by the Earth's magnetic field. In reality, the human achievement here is already astonishing enough. No mystery machines required, just human ingenuity, coordination, and vision. In hidden chambers, above the king's chamber, archaeologists discovered something remarkable. Ancient hieroglyphic graffiti, written in red ochre. These weren't ceremonial carvings. They were work crew markings. Some even include phrases like Kanum Khufu, which means Khufu protects me. These markings predate decorative tomb inscriptions by hundreds of years. They are the signature of the workers themselves, proof that the pyramid was not built by mythical beings, but by real people. To the ancient Egyptians, death wasn't the end. It was transformation, where the pharaoh would unite with Ra, the sun god. The pyramid was not simply a tomb. It was a cosmic machine of belief, a structure designed to align the king to the stars, to the gods, and to the eternal cycle of life and rebirth. Like joining the sun in its journey across the sky. You may have heard another strange claim about the pyramid, that its latitude somehow matches the speed of light. But the numbers only match if you use modern coordinate systems, which didn't exist until thousands of years later. It's a coincidence created by modern measurement. Still fascinating, but not evidence of hidden technology. Sometimes when we look at ancient achievements through a modern lens, we assume something impossible must have happened. Aliens, lost technology, unknown powers. But in doing so, we accidentally cast a shadow over our ancient ancestors and their real accomplishments. The dedication, the intelligence, and the cooperation of thousands of human beings. Whether the ancient Egyptians were right or wrong about the afterlife, Khufu achieved something remarkable. We still speak his name, we still study his pyramid, and the structure he built still stands. Built from over 2.3 million stones, each weighing multiple tons, they form the massive structure we still marvel at today. And after all these years, the Great Pyramid still remains. A story written in stone, in light, and in stars, reaching across 4,500 years.